Petey Jr. predicted number 3. Any prediction from Tony Perez?
Well, I think it's going to be today on second time I bet.
Super. Tony, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Tony Perez, the first baseman for the Cincinnati Reds. Let's now go back up to Ken. We were talking with Pete Rose before the ball game at 4 o'clock this afternoon, and I asked him who are some of the active players that he really cares about in this game of baseball, and he mentioned one name right off the bat, Steve Garvey of the San Diego Padres. He mentioned the tough days between the two of you when you were at the Dodgers, and it was that great series, and I know you admire Pete Rose the same.
It always has been and always will be a great challenge for Pete and I to play to each other. It's a mutual admiration, both as players and as individuals. I'm really happy for what he's about to achieve, and to have the opportunity to play against him all these years. It's been an honor for me.
Well, you saw another great occasion. You saw Hank Aaron break Babe Ruth's record. What was it like at that time?
Well, that was a monumental achievement also. A longevity mark concerning home runs. Pete's the same way concerning hits. Two quality gentlemen who have really helped set the competitive standards for the game, and I applaud both of them, and just fortunate to be able to be part of both.
Steve, it's like a World Series atmosphere. The flashes last night throughout Riverfront Stadium when he steps to the plate. You're on the other side. Do chills go up and down your spine?
Oh, yeah. I've never seen so many flash bulbs go off in flashes. It was really a light show here. And as the game wore on, there were less pictures, but the same excitement. It'll be that way tonight. We hope Pete gets a hit, gets stranded, and we win the game. So, again, we hope for the best for him.
Now, would you like to see it happen while you're here?
Oh, definitely so. Again, it would be the ultimate double to have seen Hank Aaron's and to see Pete Rose's accomplishments.
About the Pete Rose situation, he comes out and the media is just mobbing him. Have you had a chance to talk to him?
Yeah, at first base last night, I told him to keep breathing. That's the key in these situations. You know, a lot of times everybody's expecting you to do well. You want to do well. There's a lot of anxiety. But Pete communicates as well as anybody. He really, both on and off the field, typifies what the game is all about.
How do you handle a pressure situation like that? He said, I was not nervous, I was over anxious. How do you? You've been in that situation before.
You have to stay within yourself, and Pete has done that so many times. But when you have 50,000 people and millions of others pulling for you, you want to do it because you more or less want to get it done, let people go back to their normal lives, but enjoy it, the memory. And last night he was a little anxious. I'm quite sure he'll be within himself tonight.
And in that way, it's unlike the World Series. In the World Series, the focus is on the team. Last night and tonight, it's on one man.
Well, it is, and rightly so. This is a rare instance where the game comes secondary. But it should be in a lot of ways, but I think, again, the perspective is it's a team sport. His contributions to his team's success have been as monumental as anyone, so he deserves all the attention.
Well, Steve, for the last 2 weeks, just the media, the national media has been following him around, and you've been in that atmosphere before. How do you not say no, I guess, to the press, because they're on you every single minute of the day?
Well, Pete couldn't, and neither could I, because he realizes the benefit of what he's doing now to counteract some of the negative press now with the trial in Pittsburgh, some of the thoughts about other problems throughout this year, the strike and drugs. So what he's doing is perfectly balancing out the other problems with what I think is the ultimate positive event, and that's setting the hit record.
And without a doubt, Steve Garvey is excited for Mr. Rose.
Definitely.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks a lot.
Steve Garvey, the first baseman for the San Diego Padres, and he too, along with 51,000 plus here at Riverfront, hoping to see that historic hit tonight at Riverfront Stadium. Let's go back to Ken Wilson and Joe Morgan.
Pete Rose is ready. The ball game start being delayed a few minutes because of the heavy traffic outside, and the fact that Pete Rose scheduled to hit second, of course, in the first inning. They would not want anyone to be stuck outside in a long line waiting to get in and miss. Bill Burgish, the general manager of the Reds, Marge Schott, the majority owner. A standing room only crowd in Cincinnati on its feet. First inning, Pete Rose against Eric Shaw. Ball one.
It'll be interesting to see if Eric Shaw tries to pitch Pete the way Lamar Hoyt did last night, and that would be fastballs in and changeups away.
Rose looking for hit 4-1, 9-2. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And he really had a confident rip.
And that was a fastball in tight, which I think is the way that they'll try to pitch him since they were successful with it last night. And that is really the only spot in Pete's batting stance that he's vulnerable in.
If you have a lump in your throat, you're only human. And it's 2 balls, 1 strike on Rose. everybody on their feet here in Cincinnati and a worldwide television audience watching these moments tonight here at Riverfront Stadium. 2-1 pitch from Schaus into left center. There it is. Rose has eclipsed Cobb. That's number 4,192. For Pete Rose, this certainly his crowning achievement. And for baseball, a game that grows from its past and finds warmth in statistics, this is one of the all-time great moments.
The only thing I'm disappointed in, Ken, is I can't be down there to shake his hand right now.
Well, there is love aplenty here in Cincinnati. And Eric Shaw becomes a spectator as this city loves their native son. And I think, Joe Morgan, you would agree that from somewhere above tonight, Pete's dad has to be looking down with a big smile on Cincinnati Riverfront Stadium and his little son, Petey. It has to be a very approving smile from Pete Sr. The moment we've all waited for, hit number 4,192, that makes Pete Rose the all-time Major League Baseball hit leader. It comes at 8:01 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, September the 11th, 1985, off the Padres' Eric Shaw.
And for all the people around that are watching, and have your toast ready, let's all drink a toast to Pete Rose, the most prolific base hitter in all of baseball history. Pete, this bud's for you.
All right. Well, they love it. And this bud's for Pete Rose and baseball, because this, Joe Morgan, is what it's truly all about.
Yeah, Pete Rose is baseball. And I think this is a great, thrilling moment for me, a guy that played with him for about 9 years and enjoyed every moment of it.
Just breathe it in.
I think the real thing he's doing there is finally giving a sigh of relief, because no matter what you say, it would have to be building on him, because so many people are pulling for him and wanting him to get this base hit that he just wants to get it out of the way.
I think it's easy to imagine what goes through a mind at this moment. Boy, this is his game. It's his town, and it is his moment. Tommy Helms, his roommate, when both played here together in Cincinnati.
And they started off together in the minor league, so Tommy has the same type of feeling for Pete that his family does.
And son Petey Jr. His mom, Laverne. This is how it happened minutes ago.
It's a slider inside, and Pete hit a ball like he's done probably 4,000 times, a line drive over shortstop. And right there, he knows it's a base hit. He knows that's it. And he rounds the bag the way he always does. All out.
Pete Rose said that in his dreams, he imagined a line drive over second base. And we'll let a matter of feet go by the boards because he got the hit he wanted. It came on a 2-1 pitch from Eric Schau. And I guess appropriately, Pete Rose is the very first runner in this ball game that will long be forgotten. No matter if the Padres or if the Reds win, it's Pete Rose's night. He truly is number one.
They're much more solid this year. Mark Malone is much more confident.